We're just 2 days away from November 1st, a serious deadline, a devastating deadline. We're in a government shutdown, and if we get to November 1st, a lot of bad shit is going to happen. The SNAP benefits will end. SNAP benefits for 43 million people will go away. People who depend on SNAP benefits for feeding their families, their children, their elderly. That's going to go away. And a lot of people are going to be stressed and traumatized and starving out there. Now, on the other side of the coin, we have the subsidies for the ACA. If the Democrats don't hold strong, tens of millions of people will lose their health care. Another tens of millions of people will be priced out of health care because the premium prices will go up so high. So we got two major devastating things that are going to go on in this country. And you would think some reasonable minds could come together and figure this fucking thing out before it all crashes in front of us. That would be the case under normal circumstances. But the person controlling this whole thing doesn't have a reasonable mind. I'm talking, of course, about Donald Trump. Now, a lot of people want the Democrats to bend so we can keep the SNAP benefits going. But they have to trade off health care for tens of millions of people. That's a hard choice. You really can't do that. And the Democrats are in for a penny, in for a pound. They're so deep in this, they can't back away from it. Now, the Republicans, you would think, would want to back off of the ACA subsidy situation because a lot of their constituents, most of their constituents, are covered by the ACA, and they're going to lose their health care. And most of those Republicans that have somewhat of a reasonable mind would like to bend and say, okay, let's work this out. We don't want SNAP to end, and we don't want people losing their health care. But the problem is the guy with the unreasonable mind, Donald Trump. Donald Trump's all about winning here. He doesn't give a fuck about the people. He doesn't give a fuck about the politician. He just wants to win here. The Republicans are so complicit and so cowardly with Donald Trump, they just do whatever he says, even though they know it's going to cause devastation. So one of two things are going to happen. This is going to be a pivot point for the Republicans. They're either going to have to step away from Donald Trump, contradict Donald Trump, or watch everything crash around him. Now, if they step away from him, it'll be the last day, like the 31st of October, where they'll say, okay, fuck it, let's just do this. That could happen. Or they could let it just crash. Donald Trump thinks he's going to win this. They know he's not. Maybe that's an opportunity for them to part with Donald Trump after he destroys so much for so many. I don't know which they'll do. I know they're fucking cowards, so I'm guessing the latter. They'll take it past the first. People will be freaking out. People won't be getting food. Healthcare will be in a difficult situation. And then finally, some of the dumb fucks in this country will see who Donald Trump is. Maybe that's what the Republicans are hoping for. They know they need to step away from Donald Trump, but they're terrified. They need the rest of the country to hate this motherfucker, so they're maybe going to allow it to happen in order to be put in that position.